Hey there, you community viewers. I'm back. Well, you know who it is, don't you? Oh yeah, Jean Lewis, Dog Wheelchairs. Yes, I'm here. I'm outside today. I'm coming to you from outside because this is the first great day that we've had. I'm thinking, yes, they weren't too bad. This is great. Now, I've got Skylar here and little pug Luna. And today, I've got a lovely community member called Mark, who's popped over to watch me on here. And, of course, to visit Skylar. He comes every day to say hello to her, and she loves it. She loves him. Her little face beams when she sees him. Oh, she's off for a minute. I think she's going in for a drop of water. Anyway, let me get to it. Before I start, thank you so much for sharing. I really, and I mean this, I appreciate everything you do. Because as I've said before so many times, you're fantastic. Yes, my favourite word, fantastic. And you've helped so much. There's so many people know about these now. The wonderful, wonderful messages I've had from people who watch this and say, do you know, we're so glad that we watched your videos and your lives and your podcasts. As you know, I'm probably, if you've been looking in, I'm doing podcasts now, and I really enjoy those. It's brought so many new subscribers. Anyway, let me stop rabbiting on. I'm getting to it now. Just going to get my water. Yes, it just flew down. Wow. I'll just have a quick drink. I'll need that because I talk a lot. Can't beat water. That's it. Right. Today I'm just going to go back over. You may have seen them before, but I don't think I'll go enough in depth. So, we're going to show you again, right? And this is for the people who've got dogs with mobility problems, or for anyone really, if you own a dog, because at some point in their life, either they get older, or hopefully they don't, but they might get a disorder, or any problem at all, they might need surgery. It's great for rehabilitation. They're great for any dog that's got any problems, either with the rear legs and what I'm going to show you in a minute again, the quad, which is amazing. The quad will fit them if they get any problems, unfortunately as well, in their front legs. Oh yeah. Well, here's Skylar. As you know, you've seen her before, a little puglet, Luna. So she's enjoying the sun and she's hanging around and she's waiting for one of her favourite boyfriends. His name is Toby and he's a cross Alsatian Labrador. Big, fluffy, furry thing. He normally comes this way and she runs to him on her two legs and her face looks like, it's just undescribable. If you'd have to see her, I think you've seen her in some of them. So anyway, let's get to these now. This is Skylar's, I call it her chariot. It's a walking wheels. You've seen her in it, obviously, lots of times. You've seen this before, but I didn't really go too much into it. So I just want to show you again, because this is important, really important. If you've got a dog that is an amputee and has no legs to pop through these rings, obviously you can't see them on here because I've covered it with a wetsuit, right? Just a simple wetsuit that I've chopped up, a little invention of my own, and slid onto here, took the wheels off and then popped the wheels back on. Yeah, it's pretty simple. So anybody could do it. So that then means that instead of sitting, as she was when we got her, sitting on these two rings, yeah, show you the rings, you can see it from there. There's the two back rings that she was sitting on. very uncomfortable, unsafe, because she had no legs to go through them to hold her. She was sliding off into this gap here, which you don't want that, do you? Obviously, for your dog. So I made her, after a light bulb moment, I invented the idea of this. This is great. She loves this. So here's a front harness, and just a little tip, you can or not if you don't want to. Some of the harnesses are only that thin and they're sort of cut into them a bit. This is the wider one. Beautiful. Made of neoprene. It's great. She's so comfortable in this. So obviously you put that on first onto your pet, and then you pop her in backwards, then clip her in with these clips. Okay, so it's a pretty simple idea, but it's very, very effective. She's just like she's at home, sitting in her little furry bed, and she's safe. She cannot possibly fall out of this, come forward and fall out. So back to these. I need to tell you about the quad. Now, if your dog has got much polio, or for whatever reason, if you've got them in a rear wheel, walking wheels, and already got one, you'll know they're fantastic. We had to do this with Chica. After so long, their front legs begin to get a little bit weak, because even though they've got wheels, they're pulling, yeah? Or they may get a disorder that affects their front legs. So, if you have to get one of these, listen carefully, because this is a good tip. When it comes, obviously you pop it together, like all of them. When it comes, you've got 4 rings. Not all of them have, but most of them have. So there's the back rings, yeah, same as just the double wheels at the back. These at the front, we thought we did. Oh great, that's a great idea. Ooh, that will keep them, you know, sturdy. Well, it didn't work out like that, because when we put Chica in, they looked great, but he couldn't walk, because they were that thick on his legs, just under his little arms. He couldn't move. He could move, but it was like, I'll just show you, if you can imagine it, sort of like that, like you having 2 rubber rings thick under your arms. So he was going like that, and he couldn't really get anywhere. So we wanted him to have the life he had before and run about. So we took those off and replaced it just with his lovely wide harness. Yeah? Just have another drink. It's thirsty work this is, you know. Yeah. And that worked a treat. We bought one of these, the wider one, as I said. They're really, really comfortable. And off he went, shot off again on his quad. So if you do have to ever get a quad, remember that. If you put your dog in into these rings, he probably won't move very far. But don't give up. Just get a wide harness from Walking Wheels, wherever. Pop that on him, pop him in. You can still adapt it to clip him in, and you won't look back, because we've done it, wore the t-shirt, and we know that that works. Over here, I've got, you've seen before, just show you again, I haven't got the front harness, we lent it out and it never came back. But that's the Hort wheelchair. Lovely little bit of apparatus. That's got a soft ring for the legs to go through. I think they're, well, they are American make, and all of these, believe it or not, this one, the quad, was actually the cheapest. You'd think it'd be a lot more, but it wasn't. So the Walking Wheels are substantial prices, so is the Hort. So what we've got here but I haven't got it. As I say, I lent it out. Another one of those at the front, if you can imagine that. It looks great. I mean, it's a lovely looking set of wheels, and it did the job. So we've actually got 3 of them at the moment. If anybody out there has got a little dog who's immobilised and you're having a bit of trouble trying to find a set of wheels, if you message us, inbox, maybe we can help you out. We could also direct you to Winston Wheels, who loan these wheelchairs out. They're fantastic. So, as I say, great day. I hope you're having a good time listening to me, perhaps watching me, hopefully. Hi! Like to do a shout out to Paw Pounders, Nick at Paw Pounders, and all his staff who are fantastic. And as I say, if you've never, I have mentioned it on my podcast, if you've never heard of Paw Pounders Doggy Daycare, you must go on Google, get the address, and take your pet or pets up there, because they'll have a wonderful time. You can hire a field so they're safe and they can run around to their heart's content. Lovely man, lovely place. So I'm going to go now because I'm getting a bit thirsty. I'm going to have a little bit of ice cream. So listen into my podcast when they come. We're going to inform you when they're coming, and hopefully you'll all come in. But as I say, they've been very successful, going from strength to strength. So we'll all see you soon. It's goodbye from Skylar, from Luna, and from this lovely community member, Mark, who's been very patient sitting there. I'm going to give him some ice cream. Thank you. See you soon. Don't forget to share. Thumbs up. See you soon.